Hello and welcome to today's show. In today's show, we are talking about the U.S. economy. I'm Ashley Stanger, and I'm here with
Kaylee Callahan,
Kayla Lassiter,
and Erica Guevara.
Now, have you guys taken any economic classes before?
No, I'm supposed to be taking my econ class next semester.
I haven't taken my economics class yet.
Neither have I.
How much would you say that you guys know about economics before going into these classes?
I honestly probably know bare minimum.
The only thing I know is that the economy is corrupt.
Yeah, I don't know much, but I know that it's pretty
Bad.
jank.
Now, do you think this is similar to other high schoolers in America? Do you think they don't know a lot going in?
Yeah, I feel like unless we educate ourselves about it, then we have to have a desire for it. I think then if we don't have that desire for politics, then it's just nothing.
Yeah, I believe that a lot of high school students don't find that as a priority to want to learn about it because they don't really see that as, oh, I'm going to go into something of that in the field anytime in the future. So they don't really want to be educated about that.
Yeah, economy has a lot of different parts to it, and you have to learn a lot just to know a little about the economy. So it's pretty difficult, especially if nobody wants to teach high school students or they don't learn until they're almost out of high school.
Now,
Exactly.
What do you think would make you guys more interested in economic classes, since you guys say that you're not really as much now? What would help you?
I feel like what would help me the most if it was publicized as being more important than it is now, because now nobody really talks about it. It's just, oh, you need this to graduate, or that's it. So if people actually put that as a priority to this is what you need to know in the real world, then I feel like more students will be interested in taking it and learning about it.
Also, I feel like right now, I know at Whiting that econ is only offered to seniors in their second semester. So basically, we're about to just leave high school. So I feel like going through high school without knowing anything about it is pointless. And yes, we need it for when we grow up, but I feel like we should learn it early on in school, and then we can practice it for when we do go into the real world.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, or we could have it earlier and maybe have it more than just a semester class. Because that's a lot of information just thrown at us, especially in the end.
Exactly.
And we're probably not going to remember most of it anyway.
That is very true. And I think that it needs to be implemented in more classes than just the one. Like you said, it should be a year-long class or something like that, and longer than just a semester.
Yeah, because what can one semester just give you? Just the basic overview of what it is, and then you go into the real world speaking about facts that you only just learned, and you don't really know about what it came up to be, what it was. So I feel like also it should be longer than just that one semester.
How do you think learning economics will, you guys talk about how it'll benefit you in the future. Can you be more specific? How will it benefit you? Besides just with jobs?
I think that the economy is more than just what things are public funding and stuff like that. I think it's more how you manage your money as well, because you do talk about that in econ, you talk about how to manage your money well. And I think that a lot of high school students you guys know, you get money and you want to go spend it, right? And I think that we need to learn how to properly save it and properly invest in certain things.
Yeah, because a lot of kids, when you start off, the first thing when you learn, when you get when you're young, you first get say if you get $1, the first thing you want to do is go spend it. And then a lot of kids, their parents don't teach them to save for the future. So then you become a freshman or a junior in high school, and then you have to save for college, and then that's rough on you because you might not have that money that you actually needed. So if kids were learning about this at a younger age, starting off just learning the basics, then I feel like it would have been better for the society just now, because a lot of people are in debt and nobody actually knows what it is until you are 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
And then bouncing off of what Kayla was saying, when we learn to save when we're younger, it helps us a lot when we're older. Economy isn't just about jobs; it's about our future, social security. When we're older and we can't work anymore, we learn to save money. The longer we save, the more we have when we can't work anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
So what would you guys say that like the pure definition of economics is? Because you guys are tying it a lot into finance. So is that how you would define it, or is there another way?
I think the economy is basically like the money that like the U.S. like prints and stuff, and they'll like hands out for us to like use and things. But yeah,
Honestly, I can't speak on that as much as I would like because, like we said, we don't really know much about the economy. So the only thing we really do know is it ties into money somehow, and that we need to know about it in the future, which is why we say that we need to stretch it.
For me, I think economy isn't really just, having to do with money. It also has to do with politics and like how it's not just on us for economy and saving. It's also on how the politicians spend the government money, and that also ties into how much money we get. So if the government is spending so much money on these things that really aren't going to do anything in the long run, then that doesn't really help how we've saved for so long just to get so little.
true.
Like for kids about to go into economics, just like you, like what advice would you give other people before going in? What do you think they need to be focused on learning in the class?
I feel like students going into the class maybe should research about it a little just to get an idea of what it is before you go into the class full force, not knowing anything, just to have an overview of it. So that's what I would say that students would need.
I would tell them, yes, you need to research this, and tell them that this class isn't a blow-off class. This is something that you will need in the future.
Definitely.
You can't take it lightly because it's not like your Spanish 1 class where you probably won't ever speak Spanish in your life. So you just, whatever on it. Like this is something you will use through your entire life, so you might as well pay attention.
So since you guys are about to go into the class, what do you want to know coming out of it? Is it strictly finances?
I want to know, like, I want to have a better understanding of like what the economy is. Like right now, like I don't know a lot about that, and I feel like because I am going to college next year, and like I'm like worried about like I don't understand like how to like financially like do things, like, and I like want to just have a better understanding of the U.S. economy.
I feel
in
like people now just depend on their parents to teach them all of the things that they need to know. But if you don't take initiative and learn by yourself and get into different things, then you won't know. Because what if one of your family members doesn't know everything about the economy? And I just think that you should just basically take it into your own hands, because we're all young adults and we just gonna have to learn it eventually.
I'd say that I would like a better understanding, but my main focus is probably going to be on the saving of money and what I can buy for this amount, because going into college, I'm probably going to have to end up renting somewhere, because I'm going to probably move out of my parents' house. I'm not going to live with them. I can't use them as, that shoulder to lean on that you can in high school. You don't have to pay for electricity bills or water bills or anything like that. So I would like to know how to manage my money so I can spend all of that.
I would say I agree with all of you. It was really nice talking with you guys. So thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Singer. I'm here with
Kaylee Callahan.
Kayla Lassiter.
And Erica Guevara.
Thanks for joining us.